Reports indicated that Indiana Fever guard Sophie Cunningham had recently spoken about maintaining peace and unity inside the team's locker room. She was said to have stressed that disagreements were natural in a competitive environment but emphasized that keeping respect at the center of every interaction was what made the team stronger. Sources close to the Fever revealed that Cunningham had reportedly told teammates that arguments should never be taken personally, explaining that emotions often ran high during tough games and training sessions. She was quoted as saying that everyone on the roster was fighting for the same goal, and internal conflicts could easily derail their collective progress if not handled maturely. It was reported that Cunningham had reflected on past moments when tension had surfaced among players, noting that it was important to address such issues immediately rather than letting them linger. She was said to have urged her fellow Fever players to communicate openly, not emotionally, adding that leadership was about listening as much as it was about speaking. Team insiders mentioned that the 28-year-old guard had also praised head coach Stephanie White for fostering an atmosphere where players could express themselves without fear of judgment. According to reports, Cunningham had told those close to her that Coach White's approach had helped reduce unnecessary drama and kept the focus on performance. Some teammates allegedly acknowledged that Cunningham's voice carried great weight in the locker room, describing her as someone who often stepped in when disagreements risked getting out of hand. One player was said to have mentioned that Sophie never raised her voice but instead reminded everyone why they were there, to win games and represent the Fever with pride. It was further reported that Cunningham had expressed pride in how the team handled challenges during the season, saying that unity was what kept them competitive even during rough patches. She was believed to have mentioned that every professional team faced internal tension at some point, but what mattered most was how players chose to respond to it. Sources concluded that Cunningham's comments reflected her maturity and leadership within the Indiana Fever organization. She was said to have made it clear that the locker room was not a place for fights but for building trust, discipline, and shared purpose. According to reports, she hoped that her message would continue to shape a positive culture for future Fever squads.